Warning, this video may not be suitable for all viewers. This content is aimed toward adults who are not easily triggered over harmless fiction, and know how to separate harmless fiction from reality. We are not responsible for you getting triggered. You have been warned. Ada, ada.
Hey, what's up everyone? It is I, the Video Game Hunter, and welcome to another VGH Let's Play. And today, we are playing a game that I found on DL's site called Valrianter, which looks like it's just a simple 2D platformer game. Yeah, according to the description of the page, that's basically all it is. A simple 2D side-scrolling, sexy reverse role style pixel art action game. It's probably a little on the difficult end, but you can access the full gallery without clearing everything. So if you suck at gaming, well guess what? Everything is already unlocked for you. But you're a true gamer, so you're gonna play throughout the whole game first, then look at the gallery, because that's what us gamers do. We don't do it because it's easy, we do it because of the challenge. Alright, so that being said, let's go and give this game a look. It looks somewhat aimerish, not gonna lie, the way the control feels. Because the D-pad does not work on this game, so I gotta use an analog stick. And I, again, absolutely hate that when game developers forces us to use an analog stick. Again, I know I said this many times, when I play a retro game, or a game that's supposed to represent a retro, I prefer using a D-pad, not an analog stick. Wow, it seems like this game could be worked on just a little bit more. I mean, look at that. Look at that. She's not having a reaction when I'm hitting it with my sword. Ah! Okay, so the rabbit I may not have an issue with, but I'm definitely having an issue with this cow right here. Ah, okay, I'm dead. But I can still swing my sword and kill people, though. Uh-oh, that's a glitch. Because now I'm not pressing anything. Wow. Okay. Oh, did I lose all my, gems? Oh, no, I guess I did. Oh, that's a bummer. Now I'm down only to 2. I mean, that's not a bad thing. I mean, you could punish me for losing, no problem with that, but it's just kind of a bummer. Oh my god. And I died. Is she gonna do something? Oh, there we go. There we go. Something does happen when I die. Well, at least the sexual animation's not too bad. But it's not really worth it if the game is not really programmed well. I keep seeing white lines appear on the game. What's up with that? The only time I see lines like that is when I'm playing a 3D game like on the PS1. And that was pretty understandable because that was like the beginning of going full on 3D. But seeing it on a 2D platformer? Well, that's kind of weird. What's going on with that? Oh, I didn't realize how floaty his jumps can be. My God, look at that. Whee! Whee! Come on. I feel bad that I'm constantly finding new things to nitpick on this game. I'm gonna feel so bad if the developer ever watches this video. Oh, wow. The rabbit sure likes that. Nice. See, the sexual animation is fine. It's acceptable, but everything else, not so much. No fair, you can walk through the spikes and I can't? Oh, that is so unfair. That's kind of like Bees Wars logic. And if you guys never heard the indie game Bees Wars, that was a really crap indie game I played long time ago, where the enemies basically can go through the walls and platforms, but you can't. You have to like jump like above the platform and whatnot, which is understandable to platform a game, but I think it's pretty unfair for other bugs and insects to just walk across the wall and stuff. It was just terrible programming. Oh no! Oh no! Fox Kasune, why? Why did you have to do that? Oh man, that bums me out. And I was being so careful not to get killed. Oh, did I lose all my gems? Did I lose all my gems? Yes, I in fact lost all my gems. Holy snap. That's a huge bummer. You know what? I found that the gems actually regenerate after you leave the level and come right back. So that might be an advantage. So yeah, now let's grind for a bit. I know that's probably a cheap way to do things, but come on, the game's playing cheap already. I can't really tell if the enemies are being hurt when I swing the sword or not. There we go. Now I just gotta take out the fox lady. I'm gonna let her do her move real quick. Why won't you die? I was like hitting you with the sword and everything. Why wouldn't you die? Usually you take like 3 hits. Was that like a glitch? Or was I too close or something? This makes no absolutely sense. Okay, let's see what the wolf does. Aww, they missed a perfect opportunity to do a doggy style. Oh, well, that's a bummer. Well, at least I got banged by Dr. Pepper. Well, I meant to say Sergeant Pepper, but I'm thinking of soda right now, because I could really use one right now. Alright, so let's go. And try this again. Yep. Turns out if you want to save, you have to buy an item from the item shop. That's kind of sucks, not gonna lie. Well, what is that thing? No, Censor, what is that thing? Is she some kind of a wrestler or something? And you know what she really reminds me of? Even though I can't think of the name of the show because I always forget the name because it sounds a bit weird to me. But she reminds me of that anime wrestler who loves animals and wants to be a sanctuary for those animals. But what ends up happening was he got isekai. And people find him strange because he was running around the town basically in his wrestling gear, and people think he's some naked weirdo. Dude, if you guys haven't seen that anime, I highly recommend it. I'll even put an image up so you know, you guys will know what I'm talking about.
Hello, sorry to bother you.
Holy smoke. Oh, and then the bunny fell through the level. Does that count as a kill? Does that count as a kill? Because she fell right through the level. Oh, no. Well, either way, I couldn't beat the level or the endurance anyway. But still, the rabbit fell right through the level. Does that count as a kill? Because I haven't seen any empty platforms that shows that you fall down in there, you die. Holy smokes. And booyah, 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 booyah. I just hit over 300 gems. I can now max out my weapon. Excellent. My weapons attacks has now maximized. Excellent. Now let's see what else I need to do. Wait, is that it? I can't move to the other screen. Oh my gosh, there's no ending? There might be no ending to this game. So that was the last thing I need to do in this game. I'm assuming. Because it looks like there's no ending to this. Oh my gosh, there's no ending to this. Oh, okay. Let me give you my final thoughts then. So, to give you guys my final thoughts on Valrianter from the DL site store, which, by the way, if you want to use my affiliate link, which is down below, not only will you be supporting developers, but you'll be supporting me as well. But that being said, I have to say that, no, I do not recommend this game. I mean, sure, the game is only a few hundred yen. You're basically all getting your money's worth, but really, you are much better off to use that pocket money to go outside and buy yourself a soda or a cheap snack. But to give you my issues I have with this game, sometimes I will see like white lines appear randomly during the gameplay. Sometimes the enemies would disappear, then reappear to kill you in one hit. What's up with that? I know like 2 instances that happen. One with the rabbit and one with the fox Kitsune. Another issue I have with the game, which this is the main issue I have, is that I have no clue if I'm hurting the enemy or not. You just basically stand there and swing the sword and hope for the best, and there's no indication the enemy is being hurt. I mean, there was actually a point in the game where I'm so clearly close enough to hurt the enemy, like the fox Kitsune, but clearly I'm not doing any damage because it should have taken like 3 hits, and I threw like 10 at her, and nothing happened. So yeah, so that being said, yeah, I absolutely do not recommend this game. And that will be it. Thank you so much for watching. This is the Video Game Hunter, and until next time, goodbye.